Good morning, friends. This is Shivakkumar again. And so, as a part of this instrumentation and control discussions, right? So, we have seen about the power plant instrumentation, and then actually regarding, say, process control instrumentation, communication instruments and measurements technologies, and then various process automations and everything, right? So now we are going to see about environmental instrumentation. So those who like to pursue career in government organizations such as weather forecast, and then actually soil testing, and then mineral testing, earth crust related, archaeology related, and water board related, all these kind of sort or weather forecast, all these things, right? Air pollution, these kind of actually the noise pollution, everything, right? So and agriculture, all these kind of fields, actually they are using instrumentation. It's quite very interesting, right? Actually for those people actually never knows. So the environmental instrumentation deals with the need for the environmental monitoring, such as air, water, pollutants, soil, microorganism study, and everything, right? So that definitely needs a lot of measurements. So, as per the Indian standards for pollution levels, concentrations of particular gases or fluids, hazardous fluids, and everything in the atmosphere, in respect, and even actually the flue gas, CO2, NO, nitrogen oxide, all these are very dangerous, right? And also the leather and tanning industry containing pollutants, contaminating pollutants. So everything we can maintain using the instrumentation. So we can determine the based on the Indian standard pollution. So we, in respect to the air quality and water quality, noise levels, impact of pollutions, or which affects the human health, vegetation, animal and property values, and everything, right? So we need to be more sure on avoiding this kind of water or I mean natural resources getting actually destroyed, right, due to these pollutions and everything. So we need to maintain proper vegetation, animals sources, and all the property values, right? So these are the biological measurements. So we need biological quality of water to be maintained. Bacteria and virus are measurements, and application of sophisticated microscopes, electron microscopes, and everything, right? X-ray, X-ray microscopes, and everything. Say using the viral studies and everything, including electron microscopes for the identification of microbiological or microbial organisms and everything. And water quality parameters such as pH measurement, conductivity measurement, temperature, turbidity measurement, chemical pollutants, so related to chlorides, sulfates, and then sulfides, nitrates and nitrites, phosphates, fluorides, phenolic compounds, and measurement techniques for this parameter. So all these kind of chemical pollutants, organic and inorganic, right? All these things are kind of pollutant, can be treated as a pollution. So if that is a excess in the atmosphere or water or an air, so it will definitely cause a health hazard to the public, right? So we need to have measure, monitor, and maintain or control this all these exhaust of gases or contamination of different chemicals in air and water and atmosphere. So we need to measure all this, and this is possible using this instrumentation measurement techniques. So that is where the environmental instrumentation plays a vital role. And then we have elemental concentration in water, mercury, so mercury concentration, lead, and then chromium, arsenic, zinc, cadmium, copper, selenium, and nickel, and sodium, potassium, lithium. So all these kind of actually elemental concentrations can be observed in the water, can be measured and controlled to the particular level. And so more than that, actually we cannot, I can say we cannot completely avoid it, but we can control that using by measuring and maintain the parameters. So this measurement, all these compounds or elements contained in the water, right? Mercury, lead, chromium, arsenic, zinc, and cadmium, copper, selenium, nickel, sodium, potassium, lithium measurement techniques for these parameters measurements. So air pollutants, in this case gases, vapors, particulate matters and their impact. So air quality standards are prescribed by the BAS. So then actually, see this is about the water pollution and water contamination or air pollution and air contamination. And then so measurement techniques for the particular matter in air, that is oxides of sulfur oxides of nitrogen, uranium hydrocarbons, carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide, ozone, everything. And then noise pollution, when talking about noise pollution, we need to have a proper sound, we need to maintain the proper sound level, because sound level may affect the health of the public, right? So to avoid natural noise pollutions or a kind of health hazards, right? Actually, we need to keep the noise in certain levels permittable to the year 20 to 20,000 hertz, right? So more kilohertz, not kilohertz, hertz. More than that, it is not good for the human health. So it will cause heart problems and all other problems, right? Hearing problems and everything. Totally, it will affect the health. So noise pollution should be in desirable level of sound, and then measurement. I can say the measurement of sound level, soil pollution, such as insecticide, pesticide, fertilizers, and measurement techniques for these pollutants, solid waste disposal techniques, and incinerators, impact of solid waste dumps. So everything or every this say the contaminants of water and air and atmosphere, and then noise pollutions, water quality parameters, and environmental monitoring, where actually instrumentation is very critical. So you need to properly can calibrate the instruments to maintain the proper level of say water vapor available in the atmosphere, and then particulates or say different dust hazards or dust content available in the air or atmosphere, chemical content. All these things actually can be measured using the instrumentation. Even meteorological labs are using instrumentation. So you can, if you're doing a specialization in environmental instrumentation, you will get a government job. In case of say science labs, even NASA or DRDO, I mean defense and I can say water bodies, and then say other energy sources, army, navy. So all these things actually government related jobs you can easily get. So to avoid the pollution and pollution hazards and everything, you are keeping public in a safe environment to avoid by avoiding these pollutions and hazards, right? So if you want to refer any content on the environmental instrumentation topic, you can refer SP Mahajan, Pollution Control in Process Industries, Tata McGraw Hill, published in 1985, and then JN Pandey and JC Kearney, Environmental Engineering, Tata McGraw Hill, 1918, published in 1918. So these books will tell you about how the pollutants can be controlled, measured, or monitored, and how to prevent in coming days. So we need to keep our atmosphere very clean, and so that will be a gift to the coming generation, right? Actually, that is what actually we need to study, environmental studies and everything, and related instrumentation. Again, actually salary in government, in government industry, so definitely you will get a good package, right? So this is a really good chance for instrumentation engineer to get into a government job, right? Normally instrumentation actually that deals with actually say the power plants and then process industries, or say kind of automation related. So actually these people actually normally actually think actually we cannot get a government job, but that is not true. You can get a government job. So you can get a job after doing the UPSC exams or any service related oriented programs or TN related TNPC or state wise, actually each state wise actually exams and everything, right? Job boards and everything. So you can become say a security council, I mean in the sense actually the environmental security related actually advisors or organization to the central government. So you can also have this kind of job profile. So this is really good, friends. Thanks friends for watching my videos. This is Shivakkumar signing off.